This is Tank's Vlog, December 24th, 2018, wrapping up today in sports. We are brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank, the weekly podcast you can hear on SoundCloud and iTunes. We'll be back very soon with new episodes. We're going to be looking for more things to do, maybe expanded Mets coverage when we get close to baseball season. Just keep your ears open. We got many exciting things to do. Tune in every week. Allow Me to Be Frank. Listen to our past episodes, great episodes. We got a whole year's worth. What else are you going to do? I mean, come on. I have had it up to here with mediocrity. Mediocrity. Miami. I mean, today, an absolute catastrophic, terrible, pathetic, putrid, horrible, gutless, incompetent performance. Adam Gase can't get this team ready. Adam Gase needs to go. Forget about Ryan Trashy Hill. I have had it. I don't ever want to see Ryan Trashy Hill again. I want Luke Falk. Give him a shot to start next week. I am sick and tired of this crap. I don't care if they win or lose next week. Preferably they lose. Get a better draft pick. And most of all, oh Tannenbaum, you're an awful general manager. You pick these players that can't play right. They can't win when the game's on the line. Oh Tannenbaum, you really should be fired. I mean, everyone's needed to go. I'm at the point now where if the Dolphins decide to throw everyone away, dump everyone, start from scratch, blow the whole damn thing up, I'd be all for it. I'm tired of it. I either want to make the playoffs next year or go 1-15. That's it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this purgatory, mediocrity, NFL hell. It's worse than sucking. Being 8-8 is worse than sucking. They lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Unreal. Pathetic. Putrid. This is 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row, they get an emotional lifting win against the Patriots, and then they just go the rest of the way. Adam Gase, you suck. You should be fired. Gone. And he's over there writing down, no, I'm taking notes. Yeah, right. You're not even writing down anything, you idiot. Battle of Ohio. Oh, Hugh. Hugh Jackson. You are so horrible of coach. Can't you see? Every team you're gonna be on is gonna lose the game. You are so horrible of coach. Is it me or the Bengals have only won one game, and that was against the Raiders since Hugh Jackson climbed up board? And they're thinking about making him their head coach? And all of a sudden, now the Browns are not in the playoff picture. They're not going to make the playoffs, but at 7-1, you gotta say, what a wonderful season. They were good at home, 5-2-1, and look out, the Browns are going to be real next year. If they get a player or two, they might actually be, dare I say, in the playoffs next year. One team that's in the playoffs this year is the Dallas Cowboys, clinching the NFC East with a 27-20 win over the Buccaneers. Jameis Winston, boom, B-U-S-T, bust. From Heisman winner to first-round draft pick to a total NFL bust. Dirk Cutter probably going to get fired in Tampa. Total mess. The ship has sunk again. Why don't they just bring back Buccaneer Bruce? It's back to the days of the Yuccaneers. Vikings went into Detroit, kept their playoff hopes alive with a 27-9 win over the Lions. Their playoff scenario is simple. Must beat the Bears next week at home. And if they beat the Bears at home next week, the Vikings are in the playoffs. If not, bye-bye. Colts rallied to beat the Giants. Giants had this game in control all day, but late scores by Andrew Luck, passing 357 yards, 2 touchdowns. And the Colts win 28-27. What is it with the Giants? It's like when the game is on the line, they can do it, and all of a sudden Eli Manning in the fourth quarter, it's like, Eli played well all game, but then when the chips were on the table, he threw that big pick. Game over. Patriots are back in a position to get that big bye, so once again, it's like everything just works out for the Patriots because the AFC sucks. Not that the Patriots are good, that the AFC sucks. I mean, today, they did not play well. They did not play well. They beat the Bills 24-12 because the Bills see the Patriots uniform. It's like they crawl into the field position. Just think about this. Since 2001, the Buffalo Bills are 4-32. 4-32. That's Hugh Jackson-like against the Patriots. And just think about these 4 wins. Think about the 4 wins. You had that one legitimate win, started the 2003 season, when Lawyer Malloy and the Bills went in there and beat them 36-0. Then you had a big comeback win in 2011. Might be getting some of my years confused here, with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Then you had the Bills beat the Patriots last game of the season when the Patriots were resting everyone, and their other win was when Tom Brady was suspended, Jimmy Garoppolo was hurt, and Jacoby Brissett was playing hurt. So, really, when the Patriots are full strength, the Bills have no chance in hell to win. No chance at all. This is not even competitive. It's a joke. That's why they keep winning the AFC East. They have AFC East champs again. Once again, the Patriots are playing chess. The Jets are playing Chutes and Ladders. The Dolphins are stuck in Candyland, and the Bills are going, wee! Wee! That spinning thing. The Jets won by losing today, as the blew a 15-point lead in the third quarter. 35-20. Packers came back, tied it, won in overtime. I mean, both teams are going nowhere. It's the only game the Packers won on the road all year. Packers are going to just wrap up the season. And the Jets, 4-11. The only thing is, it's probably going to be the end of Todd Bowles. Although, I'd love to see him back. Just to hear Joe Benigno the morning after Todd Bowles' job is kept. Eagles kept their playoff hopes alive as Nick Foles made all the big plays. Then you have Deshaun Watson goes ahead, gives Houston the lead, but then Big Dick Nick goes down the field, drives the Eagles into field goal range, game-winning field goal, 471 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. I want Nick Foles in Miami. The Eagles, you can't keep both. You're going to have to choose one. You can't afford to keep both. We have a salary cap here. You're going to have 2 quarterbacks? Good luck. Then what are you going to do? Give up the offensive line? Give up defense? Give up receivers? You can't keep both. If you want to get rid of Carson Wentz, sure. I wouldn't mind seeing Carson Wentz in Miami. But I tell you what, Nick Foles is a better quarterback. He just doesn't get the appreciation. I want Nick Foles to be a Miami Dolphin. Period. Falcons put the last nail in the coffin for the Panthers as the Panthers lost 7 straight. 24-10 was the final in Carolina. I think this is going to be the end of Riverboat Ron. I mean, this is a team that was 6-2. It all fell apart. Cam Newton getting hurt. Maybe they say, oh, Cam got hurt. Let's just give him another chance. Nope. I think Ron Rivera will be gone. Rivera. Now, the Eagles still need help. If the Bears beat the Vikings and the Eagles beat the Redskins next week, they will be in the playoffs. That's the scenario. Period. Rams, they're still ahead of the Bears for home field. No Todd Gurley, no problem. C.J. Anderson rushing for 167 yards and a touchdown against the just absolute atrocious, awful, pathetic Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals right now, season ends today and season ends next week, would be the number 1 draft pick. They will be on the clock. Josh Rosen does not look like he has the desire to be in the NFL. I mean, he's throwing to Larry Fitzgerald. And Larry Fitzgerald, oh boy. Could someone get Larry Fitzgerald as a contender, please? Can he get one more chance at the Super Bowl ring? He's been too classy to have his career end like this. Oh, God. Arizona Cardinals. There's a franchise that's always sucked, always will suck, and probably never will ever be good. I mean, they made the Super Bowl by fluke 10 years ago. I mean, you want to talk about pathetic franchises, go take a look at the Cardinals franchise. They went from 1947 to 1998 without winning a playoff game. Then they won a couple playoff games to go to the Super Bowl. Surprise in 2008. They win a game here and there. They had a good little run a couple years ago. And now they're back to being the Arizona Cardinals again. Bears beat the 49ers in a game that was marred by an ugly brawl. So the Bears, they need to beat the Vikings and have the 49ers next week beat the Rams to get a bye. Highly unlikely. Both teams may not even play their top players. And I think the Vikings are going to go for the gusto. But I'm not sure if the Bears are going to go for the gusto. In the game of the day, it was the Saints over the Steelers. First down! Oh, wait a second. I got stopped. You know what that means? We're going home! You got Ben Roethlisberger, Juju Smith-Schuster, Antonio Brown, and you're gonna be going home unless you win and get help. Right now, the Ravens are in first place. The Steelers can't get the wild card because the Colts and Titans play next week. The Colts and Titans winner will get in the playoffs as the 6th seed. The Steelers, it's either division or bust. Unless there's crazy ties and scenarios, and then if you go with that, it's going. But I loved how the guy was stopped. Mike Tomlin. The jig is up. It's time. The Steelers is always too much drama in that locker room. There's always too many problems, too many distractions. They need a new voice. I think Mike Tomlin's a fine coach. I think Mike Tomlin will get another coaching job. Should get another coaching job. But I think it is time. There needs to be a change in Pittsburgh. That team has too much talent. And it's getting old. It's old talent. So I think they need to make a change. I won't be surprised if Mike Tomlin is shown the door. Saints, meanwhile, with their 31-28 win, have clinched home field advantage in the NFC. So if you want to go to the Super Bowl, you got to beat the Saints in New Orleans. By the way, Patriots scenarios are this. They would it win over the Jets, get the second seed. If they lose and the Texans win, they drop down to the 3 seed. If they win, the Chiefs lose, and the Chargers lose, they're home again. As much as they have stunk it up at times, they're in Patriot position. That just tells you how just bad the AFC's been this year. The NFC right now is far superior with teams. There's a deeper pool of teams that are better. And that includes the Seattle Seahawks, who started 0-2 and are now in the playoffs after beating the Chiefs 38-31. Now the Chiefs still have to win next week to win the division, and if they win the division, they get home field. Now next week it is against the Raiders, so I'd be stunned if they lose. But if anyone can lose that game, it's Andy. If anyone could do it, Andy can. Andy can lose it. Andy can lose it. I mean, Andy Reid. I mean, God, has there ever been a coach that's lost more big games than Andy Reid? Oh, yeah, that's right. Marty Schottenheimer. Who did Marty Schottenheimer coach? But it was a great duel between Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes, which was won by Russell Wilson. That's one of those games where whoever had the ball last is going to win, and I think big help there was that 12th man in Seattle. But this is why I don't believe the Chiefs are going to win this year. Mahomes is getting the lessons now. He's a great quarterback. There's no doubt about it. Now, I think the Chiefs are going to need to add a runner next year to replace Kareem Hunt. And I think the loss of Kareem Hunt has really hurt Mahomes. But you could tell there's something special there. And the experience he gets this year will only make him better next year. Let's move on to the NHL. The Devils wore their throwback uniforms and thrown back to the days when they were a Mickey Mouse franchise. Fourth straight win for the Columbus Blue Jackets, 3-0. Console the season. Console the Devils. Console it. It's over. The season's over. Forget about it. This team can't do anything right. Defense terrible. Offense not enough heart. 3-0. Just absolutely dreadful effort. They got 39 shots on Bobrovsky, but what are these shots? These shots are mostly from far and away. They don't get good rebounds. Chest save and a beauty. It was the Flyers beating the Rangers 3-2 in a shootout at the Garden. The Hurricanes wearing Hartford Whalers throwback uniforms and playing Brass Bonanza. Skated past the Boston Bruins 5-3. We need more Brass Bonanza in the NHL. It was the Panthers doubling up the Blackhawks 6-3. Kapanen got 2 goals to lead the Maple Leafs past the Red Wings 5-4. That was an overtime win. It was the Islanders 3-1 over the Stars. Toffoli got the game winner as the Kings beat the Golden Knights in Vegas. And it was the Arizona Coyotes 4-3 winners in San Jose over the Sharks in the shootout. NBA on Sunday night. The Nets winning streak came to an end, but now they've started a new one, beating the Phoenix Suns 111-103. Spencer Dinwiddie led the way again with 24 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists. It was the Portland Trailblazers in overtime, 121-118 over the Mavericks. The Grizzlies stunned the Lakers in LA, 107-99. It was the Hawks going by the Pistons, 98-95 in Detroit. Here we go now. Pistons going down, 15-16. What a letdown the team. That team has got Andre Drummond, Blake Griffin, and yet they can never get above 500. They just always seem to underachieve. It was the Pacers, 105-89 over the Wizards. Talking about underachieving team. The Wizards were looking at you there. 4-15 on the road. I guess it's not ease on down the road for the Wiz. Celtics snapped their losing streak, beating the Hornets 119-113. Kyrie Irving had 25 points. It was the Chicago Terribles over the Cleveland Cadavers, 112-92 in a battle of two of the NBA's worst, as Lauri Markkanen had 31 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. In the Battle of Florida, it was Miami beating the Magic 115-91. That's 2 straight wins for the Heat. That's impressive. I mean, you don't think that they could go 2 days in a row, but they did. The Kings beat the Pelicans 122-117. It was the Timberwolves slipping past the Thunder 114-112 in Oklahoma City, despite the 31-point, 11-rebound game from Paul George. And the Warriors, with Stephen Curry hitting a big game-winning shot to cap off a 42-point night, beat the Clippers 129-127. Today's 3 stars are Nick Foles of the Eagles, Sergei Bobrovsky of the Blue Jackets, and Russell Wilson of the Seahawks. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Bucks legend Paul Presley, who turns 60. And we take a look back 40 years ago to the first wildcard game. In the NFC, the Falcons rallied to beat the Eagles, while the Oilers tripped up the Dolphins down in Miami in a game that sounded almost similar to today's game. So check out the full story of Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia where Sports History lives. Don't forget to tune in to Allow Me to Be Frank on SoundCloud and iTunes. Good day.